What happened? What do you mean? Yeah, you but once you have it on your entire account. I mean, it's a cooldown between summoning, but yep, you have it at level 1. You can press right on the D-pad, right inside that cave, and roll out. No, they don't do. No, that's only character bound. I mean, they did a live stream and they said that's how it's supposed to be. So wherever text probably a mistext, or they could be wrong in their live stream. One and two. What taking up space?
It's all right. See, there's nothing to fear from Coco. We'll deal with it.
Oh yeah, because I have a whole inventory. A bag inventory.
The little have been up to their old tricks again.
Not all no made it out alive. Cook. What's up? Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's better. Tired, she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Cook's movements?
Vivian should get to track him. She's feeding on scraps. Wish they had out that the Ghostbusters and their other friends in the West asking him to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet. But it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Cook invaded Rogue Area. All the campers in all about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating on all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you stay this time?
Dunno. A while most likely. Any road, while I'm here. I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to.
Please, lie to her. While we are busy tracking down Cooker, you should have a little time to spare. Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Should you have buried in a little steel toe? I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance was a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts. as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempers, Mike. Oi, Otto, you got my heel.
When they say that, they are speaking specifically about the renown system, not the stacks itself. So when you get these little, it's counted towards that bottom tree or bottom row for the renown system. But it is specifically for characters. It's not shared for characters. That's stat wise. Yeah, for the renown. But it's not shared for characters. The bonus is not shared. But I'm just only going for what they said in their live stream. The most recent one. Because y'all not wrong. Because even a dub misinterpreted what the text said. Then another dub corrected him. He was like, "Oh, my bad." They need to change that wording. That's on them.
You took time.
I'm a busy man.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dallas.
Maybe. You've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canberra to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream. That one day I put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one to school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my neck to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
It's sick and see now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up the job for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start on my own. There's the design stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other
The other
materials
materials
I
I
can
can
whip
whip
myself.
myself.
Just need a
Just need a
generous
generous
benefactor to lay
benefactor to lay
them
them
on for me. Apart
Apart
from the wood,
I'll need a carpenter for that,
but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need else.
Where's the start? Materials and tools. What means carry back for?
Sid's shop off Cook's head this time. You were born in this life, weren't you?
How's it coming along?
It's all right. Sid doesn't interfere from Cooker. You deal with him.
What can I get you, Sid? That's what we like to hear. Knock 'em back, everyone. Sid's buying. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Was wondering where you got to. Med's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and asked me to buy some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Would be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have now to drink light water. And that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Aaron.
And what can I do for you? Go on then. Rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Blackthorn, you busy? What's it look like? I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. She's planning to build this stuff in their ship. Right. I'll see what I can do. Till I bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. Just leave the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
What do you need? Same for you. That it. Fine.
Don't just stand there, dog. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way. Is it business or pleasure? If you're going to buy something quick about it, rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Okay. What do you want? You can thank me later. Anything else? Okay. So it won't be. Last year was good while. Anything else?
Should be enough to keep us secret. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the youngest however I can. But I'm afraid I've got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's old sneak hatching, and if I don't catch you, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Werner, was it?
That's right. And he's a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you. Part off.
Least I could do.
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Self-extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow for a short while.
You don't mind if he don't. We're all friends, ain't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Crester on business. Oh, my dear, what time? Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
The lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a position for you.
Do you know? Workshops. That beats stacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
That there is Crescent, where I grew up. much left now, though. Sorry, it seems. But I came up here hoping to visit. Even patched up the bridge to get across. Only a fine place crawling with thieves. But you're a bad man when it comes to dealing with beasts. Vocals, isn't you? Any chance could...
It's the least they can do.
Thank you kindly. Take care.
This shouldn't take long.
Farewell.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. It may as well have been a century. Looking at the place. sent the crest that I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past. No matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Then head back before she thinks of anything else.
Man, you can sit there and do push-ups all you want. Yeah, you in better shape than me, but your wife is in better shape than you fool. Man, AJ, you look so ridiculous right now.
I'll go first. I mean, okay, I'll go first.
Thanks, Gal. Right.
Time to fight.
Whoa. Fuck.
the little ones are good at their old tricks.
Some rest.
Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter with the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets there, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something. You have the look of the man with the twins on his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse breaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but it was meant to die. It's recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need to answer that. You know full well what they're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among other sequels. Until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
No. I still wish some other way. But griping at my lips, no, I suppose. Don't worry. Do must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing he's doing is preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia sources. No. What few leaves we have barely been a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, thank you. No one knows her blood like Talia. She swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find if you know where to look. Unfortunately for you, along the river near the village of Amber over in those areas. Just search for the bright blue sources.
I ain't picked up what I'm saying right here.
Over here.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about your back.
On my waist tab for the cabbages. A waist tab for the cabbages.
Oh, you dropped them?
In the refrigerator.
Alright.
It's the juice, not the cabbages.
Alright.
You said don't buy you no more of those, whatever them things called I told you the other day. You didn't like them like that, right?
Oh, I'm like that. Well, I got over that stuff inside.
Oh, okay, yeah. Aloe vera. You want to try other flavors too?
Nope.
Just that flavor?
Strawberry kiwi is out.
That was just strawberry. I said they had strawberry kiwi. You might like the mango.
I don't like orange. I like the orange.
Mango's not orange.
Mango is a type of orange. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay.
It's okay, but so.
A mango's a mango, but okay.
I know you're getting old.
Oh, from Dollar Tree. They should be in my room. Give me a second.
Jill, the white sheep.
It's all
right. She does nothing to you.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release the stolers amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down. riddle was enough to find. Enough of those herbs. This is the only plant around here with flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep you infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Look at this place.
Let's go. Straight home now. Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the dame in Northridge. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastman gets those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Get me back on my feet.
Trying to get a carriage. Friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you leave the others? If the goblins hadn't made it through that door, he wouldn't have stood a chance. Or should we run? One was no worse than another. Perhaps. We need to give another choice. Freedom and safety. A life in the night. Come with us. Let us protect you.
I couldn't just let you. You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance. Do you what we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your now.
You can leave the rest of us. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting into rivals.
Sid, welcome back. A stillness from the Dane arrived not long after you left. If I just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and others got so safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No. I was lucky. I've been tracking that flame for months, and I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back if he sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm so sorry.
With all due respect, we Curse Breakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one without ever joins our ranks. The agony of moving the brand war ceased today.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole. I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death than the others that are citizen. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia. Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Yes, sir. Final Fantasy 16, baby. Only on PlayStation 5, though.
Here, what's everyone whispering about?
So, did you ever get a new mic?
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Oh, yeah, Craftopia is no longer on Game Pass, so you will have to buy it again. But you can get it from my third-party website. It's $25, like on Xbox. But my third-party website, you can get it for $5.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest best
Also, even with
I
the
found
upgrade that
reference
you
to a
got,
frostwolf
it's
who
still
served
trash.
as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was
Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when
What are you doing right now anyway, folks?
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health.
Well, your mobile hotspot might be better than that. Stop playing.
This very morn, I found it with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
I said your mobile hotspot might be better than that. Stop playing.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Do you try getting
I wish, Miss.
try and get an internet to your cell phone?
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of him.
I know, like, I'm not sure you got T-Mobile. T-Mobile has like that little internet box you can buy.
Hey, who that is? But I take the time of home. Let me tell you this. Come here, playing. They get your receipt. There was no need even for that. They get your receipt. There was no need for that.
Alright.
Vivian、進捗はどうだ？
芳しくない。フーゴの行方についていくつかの知らせは届いているが、いずれも決定打に欠ける。 ロザリス付近での目撃でもあればよいが。
そうか。もうしばらくかかりそうだ。お前の考えがまとまるまで待たせてもらおう。
Yeah, I didn't have it on Japanese because
ここで待つのか？
there's an extra 2 gig of space for that, man. That's crazy.
世が世なら冷酷無慈悲な暴君になってそうだな。
安心しろ。俺が君主になることだけはなかったはずさ。
それは長情だね。
クライブ、ちょっと来てくれ。ちっとばかり厄介な客だ。
客だって？
世話になったな。旦那ならいつでもどうぞ。
バイロンおじさん。
おお、クライブ、お前のおじさんがはるばる会いに来てやったぞ。
Meanwhile,
ダルメキアから停戦の申し出があった。いかにすべきか。非を認めたというのであれば、こちらは断る理由はあるまい。ええ、この島もまだまだ物資が足りていない。ダルメキアからは相応の賠償をいただきましょう。さよう、金はいくらあっても困らん。まずは懐で誠意を示してもらおうではないか。無論かような話ができるのもダルメキアを手玉に取ったオリビエ様の功績。まったくですな。そのお若さで風獄プカと相対し、それだけでなくまさかこれを懐柔なさるとは誠に感服いたします。聡明なるオリビエ様にクリスタルの加護を。大いなるクリスタルの加護を。加護を。さて、残る問題はダルメキアの軍勢をいつ引かせるかということです。
ディオンが全て焼き払えばよいのだ。どのみち条約締結まで奴らが動くことはない。それまで停戦をちらつかせ、金品を持参させておけばよかろう。受け取ればそこで終わり。後の面倒を見る必要もあるまい。
ゲイか、ディオン殿下がご出陣なされば敵も風獄プカを出してまいりましょう。もしそうなれば当然のことながら我々の甚大な被害を。
風獄プカは出てこんよ。彼は遠方で戦ごと急ぎ戻ったところで到底間に合わん。バハムートとタイタンの勝負をこの目で見られんのはいささか残念だわね。
民はいかがなさるのです、ゲイか。万一戦火が広がろうものなら居住区への被害は甚大に。
多少の損害など捨ておけ。人が死ぬというならまた埋めばよい。建屋が燃えるならまた建てればよい。簡単なことではないか。 ディオン。
はい、ここに。
支度せよ。
ですか。
同じことを言わせる気か。直ちに陣へ戻るがよい。
承知いたしました。ゲイか。命とあらば直ちに。父上は何をお考えか。
して星読みたちは何と。
星々の動きに変わりなく、ディオン殿下に裏切りの強調ありと。
アナベラが正しいようだ。そうか、ディオンめ。
どうしておじさんがここに。とにかく桟橋へ降りよう。
子供たちがいた騒がしいわね。
久しいな、クライブ。出迎えご苦労。
驚きましたよ、おじさん。
ウェイドからこの場所を聞いてな。用事のついでに立ち寄った。何でも種火の守り手の者が戦火のロザリスでお前を見かけたらしい。だったら詳しい事情を知るのに直接話した方が良いと思ったのだ。
確かおじさんはポートイゾルデでロザリス城からの避難民を受け入れていたのですよね。
ああ、そうだが。
少し伺いたいことがあります。作戦室にいらしていただけますか。
よかろう。そうだ。おい君、そこの箱に2000万ギルほど持ってきた。活動資金の足しにしてくれ。
2000万。
わしが知っているのはそんなとこだ。
なるほど。ポートイゾルド沖に船団か。
しかしまさか風獄プカとやり合っておったとはな。奴の行方を探るのにわしの見聞が役に立てばよいが。
どうだビビアン。
ああ、協力者から寄せられたウォールード兵の報告にロゼフィールド教の話を合わせれば流れが見えてくる。地図を使って改めて説明しよう。風獄プカは手勢を引き連れ カイロからロザリアへと入った。ならばウォールードの連中はどうだろうか。ウォールード王国があらゆる戦場に顔を出せる最大の要因はその海軍力にある。黒き大型艦船アインヘリアルを旗艦とする艦隊は有名とどろく騎馬兵団と並んでかの国の二枚看板だ。灰の大陸に本拠を置く奴らが他国に入るには必ず海を渡らねばならない。素直に考えればウォールードもまた海路でロザリスに入ったとすべきだろう。ここで問題だ。負傷したフーゴをかくまい養生させるのに最適な場所はどこか。治癒魔法に用いるエーテルが豊富にあり、奴が休める居城もある場所。そう、ドレイクファングに他ならない。ではカイロより現れたウォールード軍がフーゴクプカを連れ去ったと仮定しよう。ロズフィールド教の話によればポートイゾルデ沖でフーゴの手勢とおぼしき船団が目撃されていた。だがドレイクファングの麓に入るには大陸南端を迂回する必要があり、波が高く時間もかかる。果たして重傷を負ったフーゴに命の危険もある長い船旅はしようだろうか。そこに来てウォールードの並走をした者たちが砂漠方面に向かっているとの報告が上がってきた。陸路を選択したとするなら砂漠を横切ることで海路に比べてかなりの日数を短縮できる。つまり船ではなくそのウォールード兵こそがフーゴクプカ逃走の本命だ。これが私の考えさ。
なるほど、砂漠を渡ったか。確かにポートイゾルデで見た船団には違和感があった。どこか緊張感が薄いというか士気が低いというか。ビビアン城はあれが陽動だというのかな。
しかりご敬願です、ロズフィールド卿。クライブ、ベルクロイ砂漠からドレイクファングへ向かえ。かなり時間は経ったが足取りをつかめるはずだ。
ならわしも途中まで同行しよう。ちょうどダルメキア方面に用事があったところでな。
わかりました。俺は支度を兼ねて仲間に行き先を伝えてきます。この辺りで待っていてください。
おお殿、はよ来てくれよ。
要件は何かな。それでは始めよう。今回の講義はここまでだ。
You took the one though, right? Took the one though, right, Nabi? What? Got him. I said we're just biting to no. You hear him? No. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Perfect. The rest of the night. Nope. Nope. Okay. I'm out here. I want it. I don't know. I want it. Do it to yourself. You want to say the same stuff? I want it. And they said, whatever you want, I still want it. No matter. Mom, I just finished ironing. This is the best set I've ironed in a while. This is crazy. How did you know? Mom. How did you know? This is the best set I've ironed in a while. I might have this on me.
I gotta put this game back on English because some of the subtitles are not subtitled. Some of the lines are not subtitled.
Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is. Let's go.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well,
let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw. Take him.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not our fault.
Anything I can interest you in? An excellent choice. Go with Gilbert.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me. Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Furder. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense, wax candles.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
kneaded to a silken softness.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of the
My
twins.
carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
You rest, Bo. You've earned it.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Juiciest meat from Green.
couldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog. You too can live like a lord.
Why is the tavern shut?
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Some out-of-towners picked a fight with the guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls for their trouble.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Why is the tavern shut?
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It would make a fine gift for your beloved. She'll look at you in quite a different light, I'm sure.
The finest fabrics! Fresh from
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if they... Turn sour?
Of course.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Weights and butts!
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress. Light, meat, and dark.
The most fragrant herbs
They're
and
quite
spices.
saucy.
take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
That wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking Crystal's men for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid II is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Saver, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.